Hey, welcome in everybody. Johnny Davidson here, and I'm here with my buddy Kane. He's going to help me tonight. Come here, say hi. Up here. Yeah, say hi. Say hi. Disgusting. Ugh. Anyway, thank you so much for supporting my YouTube channel. It means the world to me. If you haven't noticed, I'm starting to move all of my flying videos, my hang gliding videos. This channel will be nothing but music, drumming, and all that good stuff. So please, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, like and share the videos if you would too. Your support is inspiring. And not only me, all my drum students too. The purpose of this video is to open this box, and I'm so excited to see what is in it. Actually, I know what's in it because I ordered it, but I'm excited to use these. I've got my weapons. Let's get to work. Let's see what we got in here. I did purchase these from Sweetwater. What do we have here? Oh, look at these SE. So I ended up going with the SE. I'm so excited. These are the overheads, SE7s, and I ended up buying this BL8 for the kick drum and the suspension system to go with it. So this will be suspended. I do have a V kick that I'm going to use on my floor tom. I'm going to use these V beats for my toms, for tom 1, 2, and 3, and then this kick mic for my floor tom. I have 10, 12, 13, and 16 floor tom. Let's just take these out. So these are the low profile. That's pretty much what sold me on these. Not only that, the mic cord actually goes into the bottom right next to where the mount is, and there's no cord coming out of the microphone. So I'll show you that here in a minute.
So there's the V beats. 1, 2, 3 V beats.
And then the V kick. Yeah, these are match paired. Check that out. And then this one's going to be my hi-hat. So I have pretty much an SE7 on my hi-hat and a pair of SE7s for my overheads. And I'm really excited to use the BL8. This is the boundary microphone. So the BL8 for my kick drum, and that's the mount for it. So I ended up buying all new clamps for my toms. Those are the V clamps. 4 for my toms and 1 for my snare. That is pretty much everything is going to stay in the box.
Sweetwater never forgets the candy.
So this is the V clamp. Let's check this thing out, see what we got. Nice little instruction on how to use the clamp. SE sticker. This is the clamps. So they give you that little bushing, threaded bushing adapter. This bushing will thread right onto this coarse thread, and then your mic thread right into that, into this bushing. So this is a nice clamp, plastic expansion, clips right onto the rim, and then you unscrew that to loosen this up so you got some vertical adjustment. You can get that mic right near the head where you want it. You have all the adjustment you need. All right, let's unbox one of the V-Beat tom mics that I'm using. They are super cardioid, awesome off-axis rejection, which means you won't get as much bleed, and that's what I noticed in this video. These had the least amount of bleed, like cymbal bleed. Supreme isolation right here. User manual. More SE stickers. Don't know what that is. Nice little pouch for your mic. Also, it does come with a bushing also. And it also has a windscreen. Interesting. All right, the moment of truth. Here it is. Ooh, those things are stout. Solid metal. The adjustment here, full adjustment. Now your mic cable plugs into the bottom of it. And if you have a stand, it will thread into here. So that will thread onto the clamp like so. There it is. That clamps onto the rim. You can adjust the height with this knob here, that bolt, so you can adjust that. See how it goes in and out. Loosen the side so you can adjust the angle to your head as well. The capsule is internally suspended, so if you have that mounted on your rim, you're not going to get a lot of vibrations, noises coming through the mic, because that capsule is suspended inside there. Yeah, when they did this test, the main thing that I noticed, it was so much more throaty than all the other drum mics that I listened to. The closest one that I actually liked the tone of was the Audix, but it was too bassy and a little bit too muddy for me. and when they switched to this mic, it just sounded like you could hear the shell of the drum. It was really throaty and round sounding without losing any of the attack or the low end. You still had that nice low end punch even on the toms, and you still had great attack. And from what I've read, they have a natural mid frequency dip. So the mics I have now, if you look at my EQ, I mean, I'm dropping the mids pretty much all the way out already on my EQ. So I'm thinking with these mics, I probably will not have to dip the mids as much. All right, here we go. The V kick. Now I will be using this on the floor tom, not the kick drum, because it will capture the low tone of my floor tom. So let's check this one out. All right, pretty much the same stuff. You got the sticker, you got the user's manual, you got the adapter, your bushing adapter with the little tightening collar, mic bag, and you have larger windscreen, probably will not use. Very nicely packed. Oh, look at that baby. I really like the red inside the metal cage. There's some red foam like your windscreen right there. Looks really nice. Now the V-Kick does have, I think, 4 different settings. Classic, they're just dip switches in here. It gives you just different tones and different types of attack. That's just what I've noticed when I watched a video. They went through all these dip switches, so check it out. Classic, modern, and the Classic Modern has a mid frequency dip, and it looks like on the right side, you've got a high frequency dip there as well, low shelf. The V-Kick with all the little dip switch settings, and I'll be messing with this until I get the exact tone I want on my floor tom. I'm super excited to see what we can generate out of these toms. All right, here's the BL8 Boundary. Now I've got this because a friend of mine on Facebook who does professional sound down at King of Clubs in Columbus, his name's Jay, and he said this BL8 is probably one of the best. It blows the Shure out of the water, so I gotta trust him. I've got no experience with these, but I cannot wait to get some experience with this BL8. I have the kick drum suspension system. That's the Kelly shoe. I've got to get that installed in the kick drum, and this BL8 will sit right on top, suspended in the kick. That's that. Let's see what we have in here. User's manual. Nice leather pouch for it. Really nice. Stickers. Ooh, this one's locked in there good. There she be. That's a heavy block of steel. I love the red that you can see through the screens. Nice little moisture absorber there. There it is. The BL8. This also has dip switches, so you can change the settings here. Low cut, attenuation pad, and character. 2 screw holes there to mount that onto something. I don't know what you would mount it to. Don't put screws in my drums. There it is, the BL8 kick drum mic. Open the Kelly shoe. Nice instruction on the back here, how to install the Kelly shoe. I remember you got these straps here that will anchor to the existing screws in your kick drum, and these rubber mounts you go around with the strap, then the other side connects in like that. So you have that on all 4 corners, and that's suspending inside your drum, your kick drum. Slide it in, there we go. Almost looks like a drone or something. Sweet. The BL8, let's rock. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna open the one SE7. These are also SE7s, they're just paired to match. So we'll just open the one. This is the SE7, small diaphragm condenser mic. This will be used on my hi-hat. And again, I have 2 others for overheads. Comes with a nice mount. Windscreen, manual, and nicely packaged. That's also pretty heavy. I'm just loving the build of these microphones. They're not plastic. Nice heavy metal outer casing. There we go. Nice. There it is, SE7. You can get some replacement capsules, but yeah, that's a solid microphone, short and stout. 2 screw holes. There we go. Nice. There it is, SE7. You can get some replacement capsules, but yeah, that's a solid microphone, short and stout. 2 screw holes. There we go. Nice. There it is, SE7. You can get some replacement capsules, but yeah, that's a solid microphone, short and stout. All right, guys, that's it for this unboxing. And if you made it this far, I really appreciate your support. And thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That helps the channel a lot. Share, like the content so we can get in front of more people and hopefully continue to build the channel. Thanks again. As you can see, I've got a lot of work to do here in the drum room. We'll be pumping out some more drum content. I appreciate everybody. Thank you. Love you. Rock on.